Hi guys, and welcome to Simple Fresh Spirit. I'm Kaylee and today's video is going to be 17 ways that you can save money. We all want to save a bit of money, and with it being the new year, what better time to start? So here is 17 ways, 17 tips that you can save a little bit of extra money in 2022. Number one is to sell things that you don't need anymore. You can make so much money by selling things on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, anywhere that you can sell things that you're not using anymore, that don't serve you a purpose anymore. Someone else is going to want them or need them, and you can make a little bit of extra money on that, and that could go towards anything that you either need, or you could put it aside into a savings pot, and it's a great way to earn a little bit of extra money in the month. Number two is to save first. Now, this is something that I have heard of other people doing, but haven't quite got around to trying it myself yet. But when you get your paycheck in at the end of the month, I think it's usually the end of the month, but whenever you get your paycheck in, save first. However much it is that you want to put away into a savings account or a savings pot or whatever it is that you do to save money, do that first and then live with whatever you've got left. Obviously make sure you've got enough to pay the bills, but I mean things like if you sit down and say that you're going to put into your budget that you're going to put £200 every single month into a savings pot, make sure you do that as soon as you get paid. Don't go out and live the month first and then at the end of the month say, oh, I've only got £10 left to put away in savings. Save first and you will be shocked how much you can save. Number three is to wait 24 hours before buying something. So if you see something in the shop that you'd not originally gone in there to buy, before making an impulse purchase, go away, leave it 24 hours or maybe even longer if you're not sure after the 24 hours, and then decide whether it is something that you want to go out and purchase. This will incredibly decrease the amount of impulse purchases that you make, and it will save a lot of money on things that you don't need to buy. Number four is to increase your income. Now it might sound a bit silly, but instead of trying to work off the things that you already have and decrease the amount that you're, as well as trying to decrease the amount that you're spending, you can also increase the amount that you've got coming in, and that is automatically going to increase the amount that you're able to save in a month. If you've got more coming in, you've got more that you can put away, simple as. Number five is to own only one. Now, instead of going out and having multiples of things that you own, so multiple winter coats, multiple summer jackets, multiple kitchen appliances, you only really need one. You can only use one at a time. So instead of buying more than one, only own one. Number six is to cook your own food. Now, when you eat out, you are paying for the convenience of someone making your food for you. You're paying for them bringing it over to you. You're paying for the facilities where you go and eat it. Or if you have it delivered to your house, you're paying for someone to actually deliver it to you. Whereas if you cook your own food, you're only paying for the ingredients. And to be honest, there's a lot of mental positives that can come from cooking your own food. I find that when I cook a meal myself, I'm so much happier when I'm eating it, and they often turn out to be a lot healthier than if you were to go out and eat out, and you're saving money at the same time, so double bonus. Number seven is to be aware of your utility use. So make sure that when you leave a room, you're turning light switches off. When you wash your hands or brush your teeth, you're turning the water off after you're finished with it. Make sure that you're not leaving appliances on when you're not using them. All things like that, decrease the amount that you're spending on your utility bills every month, and in the course of a year that will rack up and you will save money. Number 8 is to create and stick to a budget. So when your money comes in, or when you get your pay slip, so before your money has even come in, sit down and write what you've got coming in, what essential bills you have to pay out for, what you want to save, and then see if you can save even more by sticking to the budget and seeing if you have any money left over at the end of the month that you can then put away in savings. Number 9 is to buy second hand. Now, you are going to be saving money because often second-hand items are a lot cheaper than if you were to buy them brand new. And you can also shop around for different types of quality of the items, because often if you go into a charity shop, you can find items that are in really, really good quality, and they're so much cheaper than if you were to go out and buy them brand new. You will also be helping the environment because you are decreasing the amount of waste that you are producing. So buy secondhand to save money. Number 10 is to eliminate unused subscription services. So as I've mentioned in a previous video, you need to sit down and work out what it is that you're actually subscribed to, what it is that you actually use regularly out of those subscription services, and work out which ones are worth paying the money for. If you can even cut out one subscription service, you will save yourself even at least £10 a month. That's over £100 that you can save over the course of a year. And it might not sound like a lot, but with all of these things that you're doing to save out of this video, you'll end up saving hundreds over the course of a year, and it all adds up. Number 11 is to get a side hustle or a second job. I'm not a massive fan of the phrase side hustle because it has connotations to things that aren't very nice. But yeah, get a second job which adds into increasing your income. If you have a second job, you're increasing the amount that you get in a month, which automatically increases the amount that you are able to save in a month. Number 12 is wait to upgrade your items. If you are trying to save for something and you don't actually need to upgrade your items, for example, if you have a slightly older model of a phone and you'd really like to have a new one, maybe wait till after you've achieved your save goal and then save up for that separately, or save up for it separately. But waiting to upgrade until you absolutely need to is a great way to save money. Number 13 is to go down to just one car. Now, I don't actually drive, so this one doesn't really apply to me, but if you have more than one car in your household and you could get away with just having one, or even just cutting it down by one, then you are going to save hundreds of pounds in insurance, tax, the upkeep of a car, services, MOTs, all of that kind of stuff. And over the course of a year, you are going to save hundreds, if not thousands. Number 14 is to buy less, but buy quality. So instead of going out and buying really, really cheap things like cheap items of clothing, cheap shoes, cheap kitchenware, cheap furniture even, try and buy quality over quantity, and in the long run you're going to save money because you're not having to repurchase things over and over again. Number 15 is to limit the purchase of alcohol. Now, I'm not saying completely cut it out. I, for one, know that I like to buy alcohol for a special occasion or if I'm just feeling like treating myself. But I do try and limit the amount of alcohol that I purchase, whether that's to have in my home or when I go out and I want to have a drink. It's so expensive, and to be honest, it's not really 100% necessary. So limit the amount of alcohol that you purchase, that you bring into your home, that you consume, and you will save a lot of money in the long run. Number 16 is to use shopping lists. Now, I've spoken about it before, but if you go into a shop not having a shopping list, you don't have it written directly in front of you what you want to buy, what you need to buy, and you're going to end up coming out of the shop with so many more things than what you actually need. And you're probably going to end up forgetting things that you do actually need and ending up having to take a second trip, which will cause you to spend more money that you intended on spending in the first place. And finally, number 17 is to track your spending. Quite often we have an idea in our brains of how much we are spending in a month, but if we actually look back on it, a lot of us don't actually have a clue exactly how much we are spending outside of our essential bill purchases. So sit down and have a look at exactly what you spend in a month. Work out what you actually needed to spend in that month and what you could probably let slide in the next month and save money. Okay, so that is all 17 ways that I've got for this video for you to save money. If any of this was at all helpful, please do let me know in the comments. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, it would mean a lot to me, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button if you don't want to miss a video. So yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!